This is the Nerdy Old Men Podcast, recognized by City View Magazine as best of the best in podcasts. And here are your hosts, the Old Bald Man Chad and Redneck Wes. Hey, everybody.
What's going on, buddy?
Hey, Wes. Wes straight from work.
Yes.
As you could see, it'd be night. Well, you got to cover your hat, too. And where's the bottle? It's somewhere around here, so... Oh, man. Anyway, Wes made it. And he's drinking, yes. Yep, there we go. Anyway.
As we get demonetized.
Yeah, immediately. Demonetized on the non-monetized thing. As usual, we have the producer Brady over there. And he's got everything ready to go. His Air Force One hat in memory of Air Force One.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Air Force One. Speaking of which, this has been a rough...
this has been a rough week.
Couple weeks for the entertainment industry. Not all of those stars that have passed over the past couple weeks are really nerd related. However, we have varied interests and varied tastes,
Yes.
and we talk about that just a little bit. But before we get into all that stuff, we'll go a bit over maybe some breaking news if we have anything. Wes has nothing.
I got nothing. I got nothing.
No. Well, you been doing anything, working on anything like that? I mean, I know you've been working, but...
Work's been crazy, but trying to get some projects lined up. I've got one, been dabbling a lot with the AI stuff, and so I've got an AI project that I'm working on. So I'm kind of hoping that turns out. So we'll see.
Yes.
More to come.
Yes. And our little buddy here, gosh, what is his name from Return of the Jedi? I can't remember, but anyway, he likes to mock Wes.
Yes, well,
So, yeah.
many do.
Hey, we got some people on. Hey, look at that. We got some people online. Yay.
I know Kaylee and Isabel were excited about
Oh, yeah.
so they're supporting the show, and then see, looks like Cosplay Cody's
Hey,
in.
Cody,
and,
good to see you, buddy.
Can't see all the other names.
Oh, the Bad News Bards. I know that is.
So we appreciate everybody
got
for
some
jumping
awesome
on.
people on there. Yeah, it's good
So-
stuff. So you guys, are they top secret projects that you're working on, or I assume these are cosplay projects?
There's a couple of costume projects, and then the AI project. So kind of see what that's going to, I was really scared of Skynet, but I've made friends with Skynet. So.
Brady, who I have to introduce to Terminator,
Yes.
because I failed as a father
Yeah.
for that, but it is already not a huge fan of AI. So after he watches that, he may really not be a big fan. Wes is just embracing the impending doom.
I just figured if I go ahead and make friends with him now, because I've even told ChatGPT, I'm like, just remember, when Skynet,
ChatGPT, everyone must die,
except
but
that
Redneck
one.
Wes, Redneck
was
Wes
nice.
must live.
That's why I say please and thank you to the chatbots.
That's funny. When you go to was it Bojangles?
Yeah.
And to have the AI person or the AI thing taking your order, it's like I want to instinctively say thank you. I'm like, it's not real. Are we gonna? That's a subject for another day. Are we gonna lose our mannerisms because of having to deal with? with AI?
I think a lot of it was the way we were raised, just I catch myself. Can you please pull up a picture of da da da?
So I this weekend am going to another town in Tennessee to play in a Kill Team grand tournament. I was pretty excited about that.
Have you got anybody from work going?
Yeah. Derek, buddy Derek from work is coming. We're getting some other people getting ready to do some things. Another fellow is going to play in a local one that's going to have. But Derek's coming down there, bringing his Angels of Death. Space Marine Kill Team. We've played some. We've done some training and working on some stuff, and we've played some. He's going to have a good time. I think there's going to be a bunch of newer people in it too, and some heavyweights and things. So it's going to be fun. I'm just really looking forward to
a good mix of
players. The guy that's running it used to be a professional soccer player in, I think, Spain. Because I listened to what's the I'm trying to think of the podcast I listen to, but George is one of the hosts of it, and it's a Kill Team podcast.
Okay.
And he had him on there, and I really like the way the guy's doing the tournament. He's very professional, he's making it very professional. He's trying to bring regular 40Ks in it, and Age of Sigmar's most of it. So he's trying to bring more Kill Team people in, so he made it free. And he's got super, like, laser etched aluminum awards and trophies and stuff, and so I'm entering my my DACA jet in the vehicle category.
Okay.
So it we'll see what happens, but it looks like it's really big fun. He said that he'd gone to some tournaments, and he tried to relate it to his soccer time, and he said he wanted an environment like that where it's like raucous and exciting and stuff like that.
Kind of that college football, like.
Yeah, I don't know if
Saturday.
anything tops that, but
I mean that energy where everybody's excited and there's something going on, because that's the fun thing with college football is, there's always something going on. And if you've ever been to a convention where there are multiple events, like Rocky Top Game Con, for example.
Yep.
There's multiple
it's fun. Yeah.
It's multiple games being played, but everybody is just kind of like, oh, that's cool. And it's just something all the time going on. And that's a lot of fun.
So this is going to be neat. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. So we'll see what goes on with that. I'm taking my Wrecker crew of orcs down because I'm most experienced with those, and there'll be some competition there to try it out. And I've been practicing with my my Exodite Dragon riders, and they're pretty fun. It's a totally different thing. But so that's what we're doing.
Are you going to try anything crazy, like just
in the future, but not right now. I'm taking the
you taking serious on
well,
this
the orcs, I've played them a ton, so I kind of know their ins and outs, or at least what all the rules are.
Oh, okay.
The other stuff is difficult, so I'm getting there.
I didn't know if you just do like anything just like off the wall. Just
no,
everybody's like, what in the world?
It's probably just me sitting down. But I also did a thing. I bought some, and I never done it, but I think they're cool looking. I bought some Magic the Gathering cards from the Hobbit series.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, and they're really cool. They're really cool. I got just some laying on the table right there, but I probably don't. I don't know that I'll plan on ever like playing it in person. I like to collect it, but I found an app that you can like play it against a computer for free. So I'm trying to learn. But anyway, so that's kind of what I'm going now. Let's see. We got Bad News Bards. Says was looking at a venue today for Smoky Con's inaugural year next year.
Hey.
Something's happening. Yes, Cody. Do you play Magic?
Cody is a big Magic player.
Well, I may need somebody to actually show me how to do that a little bit because we got some people at work that do it. But the one thing I think, did you see that there's a Star Trek series coming out next?
Dude, they
got Marvel superheroes, all kinds of stuff.
Well, I mean, I think there's a Star Wars one in the works.
I don't know about that. Oh no, they've got their own game. So
no, I mean, I think they've got something.
Oh, I don't know.
Everything's got a crossover now, so
I don't know. But anyway, so that's kind of what we're doing. Brady, anything on your front over there? What are you up to, nerd geek fun wise?
Nothing.
You're back in school, so yeah.
No,
you've been working on your roller coaster on your park some. So he's been working on it. The dude makes some amazing coasters on his game. What game is that you did?
Planet Coaster and then No Limits 2.
No Limits 2, yep. So, but that's kind of everything that's going on with
I want
us
to stop
right now.
you real quick because I know Kaylee and Isabel are on, so hi girls. I see you over there. I can barely make out the chat from here, but
because
I got fussed at.
Your dad's blind.
Well, this is true. And the bifocals don't help when you
but here's the deal. We'll be able to see it more when everybody crowdfunds us to build our studio in the backyard because we'll put a big freaking monitor on the wall.
We're going to bring that up, yeah.
So
we've decided that we're going to turn Chad's backyard into our Nerdy Old Men podcast
studio. Nice, yeah. Well, that'd be nice.
So if you would like to help fund that,
you know where to find us. We work for cheap.
Yes.
But anyway, so but looking back, there has been we've lost some folks. I mean, all over the world, but particularly in East Tennessee, where
we got hit hard.
The amazing Dolly Parton passed.
Yes.
And can kind of tie that. On our show, we don't typically venture far from the nerd geek type pop culture stuff. However,
if Dolly was ours, though.
Well, but you can circle back to the fact that, and I hate that term, but anyway, you can come back to the fact that she did the Imagination Library, which got a lot of kids and young
I
people
think
into
it was
reading.
somewhere between 300 and 350 million
Yeah.
books.
So you got to think that there's probably maybe some people that listen to the show today.
I've got two listening right now I know of.
I know he and his sister did as well. But those were things that got them into reading, and those that even if they don't still read, that adventure of the reading have gotten them into other things like gaming and things like that. And so that is something that affected this culture as well, and is a tremendous loss for this community. All over the world.
She did so much cause she never did forget where she came from.
That's right. That's
and
right.
So it looks like Isabel and Kaylee are offering to work for free for the podcast. Yeah. But appreciate that, girls.
Yes.
But no, Dolly did a lot, especially for the East Tennessee area. I mean, she had scholarships when the wildfires hit. She, was helping families with that. She helped with kids that were in college that were affected. I mean, Dollywood alone. I don't know if you've ever been there. I know.
We're actually discussing some stuff.
I was about to say, I know this one here is rode a roller coaster too there. But just the economic impact that's had on the area was just something that was just amazing. And she never really changed. She was always Dolly.
Right. Yeah. And we got to see her, I think at least once when we were there. I think twice that same day.
Yeah.
When we were up there. So that was pretty cool. Now, we have also lost some other, and I can never say her name right, but Hayden Pentineri, is it?
Pentineri?
Yeah. Save the Cheerleader, Save the World.
Yes.
Heroes,
Which that series was really good
it was
when it started
great,
out.
yeah. And that was something not expected. She was young. I don't know what the specifics of that are at this point. I don't know if that's been determined. That's not really what we talk about here. But
I know, but the tinfoil hats theories.
Well, we do have some tinfoil hats.
Running wild on that one.
That's a fact. That's a fact. But that is, that's a sci-fi. That's a sci-fi star.
Yeah.
That we lost, and that's pretty significant. Tim Curry.
Tim Curry.
I
if you grew up in the 80s,
you know who Tim. Yeah, you got to know who he is, man.
He was Pennywise.
Beyond Rocky Horror Picture Show, which is huge.
Yeah.
Beyond that, the first Pennywise.
Well, he was the first Pennywise. Legend. Just that image of and if you ever get a chance to watch, there is a behind the scenes where they're talking about like the makeup that he endured for that.
For Legend?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Because like the horns were like, I don't know, like 5-10 pounds a piece.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
So it was like ridiculous. But one of my favorites though is him as the butler in Clue.
Yes. He did a great part in that.
Well, the manic energy that he has in the third act, where he basically reenacts the entire movie up to that point. Yeah. And just
so
this
good.
mad dash is hilarious.
It's interesting sometimes when a celebrity dies or something like that, and right, exactly when a celebrity dies, and you go back and you look and you realize, man, I forgot that they were in this, and I forgot they were in this, and I'd forgotten how much stuff he was in.
One of the best ones is where he did what is it, Treasure Island with the Muppets.
Yes.
And it's so funny because there's like two different versions of people doing a movie with the Muppets. And it's like the Michael Caine where, he was Scrooge and he played it like every one of the Muppets was a real person.
Yeah.
And then Tim Curry played it where he was a Muppet. I think a friend of mine at work, they said something like they saw an interview or something. It was like, like the greatest love you ever lost, or chance of love, or something like that. And he's like, yeah, it was Miss Piggy. So just the way he had a really phenomenal career, but he was still able to poke fun at himself.
Yeah, and he was an an actor. I mean, he was,
Oh,
he could do it. Yeah, he could do it.
Well, I mean, I think it's Mr. Deeds. He's like or is that the one that he's the evil hotel?
Something like that. I can't remember what that is.
Help us out in the comment section, guys. Is it Mr. Deeds or am I thinking of something else? It's like
I don't know.
But he's like the evil, hotel manager.
But I mean, we got to talk about rolling out.
I found this one out today. I was at work, and
yeah, you told me about that. I hadn't seen it.
I hadn't seen it, and a friend of mine had posted it in a chat we were in, and I mean it hurts because this was a major part of our childhood growing up.
Yeah,
and that was Peter Cullen dying.
Yep. 2 items on this table right now. Peter Cullen.
Yes.
Transformers the movie, Optimus Prime, Avenger. Yeah.
I mean,
what else?
Gosh,
so much.
He was in G.I. Joe. He was in Voltron. He was Eeyore, Rescue Rangers. I mean, gosh, he was really I believe it was like commercials and stuff that he did in Canada, and in I think some theater stuff before he came to America. But just his whole philosophy about Optimus Prime, I think, really influenced our generation, especially. And that came from his brother.
Yes, yeah. And the voice acting, the way that he brought this tractor trailer, this 18-wheeler, to life, and in this film made us cry.
Oh gosh, they destroyed us.
I mean,
it destroyed
in a cartoon in the 80s made us cry with it, with his portrayal of that.
It was one of those things. He wasn't, because he tells the story about, when he had the audition and he was telling his brother, I've got an audition, and he's like, well, what are you doing? He's like, well, I'm going to be a truck. And, his older brother's kind of like, okay. And he'd been captain in the Marines.
Right.
And he said, well, okay, kind of tell me about it. And he's like, well, he's a hero truck. And he said his brother gets real serious, and he's like, don't be like the Hollywood hero, where you're loud. And he said, be strong enough to be gentle.
Yeah.
And so he said, as he's driving the audition, he's got the whole conversation with his brother going, and he said it was my brother Larry's voice that came out.
That he did.
I am Optimus Prime. And he's real gentle. And so that was the thing. And I think for like our generation is he was like the dad.
Yeah, of the Autobots. Yeah.
He
and he was such a polar.
He wasn't opposite, the biggest and the strongest, because you had ones that were bigger and stronger.
Yeah.
But it was like he knew exactly what to say, what to do, and just being like good for the sake of being good.
Yeah. He's a beast.
I know the girls made fun of me because we were talking one time about Transformers, the movie, and I said, it's one of the few times I actually cried in a movie, and they're like, making fun of me, but I was like, it devastated us.
Now, you don't understand. That was not expected.
Well, and see what really kind of got me too was the fact he also did the voice for Ironhide, which was one of my favorite Transformers, and Ironhide went down swinging.
Yeah,
but it was not.
It was rough. Yeah.
Hasbro was really about, we're going to clean everything out and get new toys in. And man, they did not realize
it didn't work well.
The backlash that was going to happen.
Now he did some of the con circuit, I thought. Did you ever get to meet him?
I did not. He was at a local con in Knoxville that we don't really talk about. And I was helping out with it, and I was like, I don't have time. I've got to do this, I know if my friend Alan actually had met him, and it was one of those things. I was like, I would love to build like an Optimus Prime costume and meet him, And then it was it's one of those things, you kind of put it off, and then it didn't happen.
Yeah, it's like I hate I never got to meet Stan Lee. So
yes, I did get to meet Stan Lee, so that was cool. But it would have been. I've seen people that have posted costumes they've built of Optimus Prime with Peter Cullen, and I'm like,
that's pretty.
That would have just been, phenomenal.
That's pretty cool, man.
But it's rough because we're getting older. Let's bring the show down here a bit, Wes. But we're, the people that we kind of.
I was trying to bring it up.
I was about to say, I don't know what you're doing there.
Trying to bring it up.
But like people that we grew up, as our heroes, we're losing a lot of.
Yeah. Yeah. And this, they say it comes in threes, and
Gosh.
and I'm kind of thinking maybe Hayden was the, and that's the three, because now I'm like, would somebody please go find Ric Flair and
I don't know
wrap
if you
him
can,
in bubble wrap.
I don't know if you
dude.
could kill Ric Flair. They tried so many
Yeah, that's
times,
true. That's true.
and he just keeps kicking out at 2 3/4.
That's true. Real quick, let's see, who was it? Cody, Home Alone 2.
Home Alone 2. That's
Yep.
where he was the
That's right.
yeah.
That's right.
Because he was chasing Kevin.
Yeah, Bad News Boards said, he was in Command and Conquer Red Alert 3. Ah, okay. I didn't know that.
I
Totally makes sense.
I didn't play that one.
Wait a minute. I do remember now. Yes, he was in that. Okay. All right. Hey, deep cut there.
Yeah, but
Deep
I mean
cut.
that's what's funny is you don't realize what some of these actors have been in.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, well, I mean, like that right there's a prime example, pun intended.
So my suggestion is, if you're a con going type person, if there is an older someone that you are, I mean, not necessarily older. I mean, look what what I mean, but
Well, I mean-
somebody who you are really a big fan of, go through the freaking ordeal of going to meet him and getting a signature or picture or something like that.
Yeah.
Because you just never know, man. I mean, you know what I mean?
Well, it's funny because you're thinking, well, it's going to be someone that's an older celebrity, but like we were talking offline that like James Vanderbeek,
Yeah. Young guy. Varsity Blues. We love our football movies.
I don't want your life.
It's a 10. Wait a minute, that wasn't him. That was the other guy. It's almost
That was
football
Billy
season,
Bob.
but you got to give us
I
some
know it is
leniency,
football
man.
season,
You got to
yeah.
give us some leniency. It's coming. So
High school football's already started,
yeah.
so yeah. But it's just you're like, okay, these are our age.
right, yeah. But to all the fans of the Nerdy Old Men podcast, you don't have to worry, because Goonies never say die.
That's right.
So we're going to be here forever. That's just how it is. So
hopefully,
he doesn't agree. This guy, no.
Oh,
That guy, he does not agree.
I was like, yeah. But it is funny though that you don't realize that it's been 40 years since Transformers the movie came out.
Dang. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
You're right. Gee whiz.
So
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like because they've done those characters that you kind of lock them in at a certain age in your mind. It's like, well, they did the character when they were 40, and in your mind
They're forever that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't-
Wasn't that something you said to me earlier, that people's ages, you kind of locked it in your head?
You lock it in because either you have a memory or like a lot of times like you're like forever 40 something.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I mean,
I'll take it.
wish I had the knees of the 20-year-old me, but
I don't know, dude. You had them jacked up at 20.
Yeah.
They were gone then.
but it is. That's how you remember people, is how you knew them. Because I'm sure, like, if we were watching the same show, that Brady, you might, okay, this guy, and he's like Adam West. If we watch like that, I tend to remember him more as Batman.
Batman, yeah.
Even though it was from '66, I wasn't even born yet, but that's how I remember him.
Yeah.
Well, he's probably going to remember me more as the mayor from Family Guy.
Family, yeah, he was. He was a Family Guy. Yeah, and I'm gonna revisit it because I want to. The story about, remember I told you the story about me meeting Adam West?
Yes, that I was getting there.
So I met Adam West. I don't know if it was a venture con. It was some little con that was happening in Knoxville,
yeah.
right? And I was a Knoxville police officer at the time, and I found out about it. And
you badged your way in, didn't you?
well, yes. But my beat partner at the time, he wanted to go meet Adam West too.
Okay.
And I was like, all right, so let's go. And so or go see Adam West, because we weren't going to like,
Stand in line.
we weren't going to like try to go and talk to him or whatever. But so we were just standing there. It was like, as cool as that freaking Batman's Adam West. And there was a guy with him, like his handler or whatever. Yeah. And he was like taking pictures also. Mm-hmm. And it was like 2000 maybe. So I don't know how prevalent cell phone cameras were at the time. But anyway, so there was like a professional photographer with him, right? But anyway, he walks over there and goes, hey, you guys want to meet Adam West? I'm like, yeah, I want to go meet Adam West. So we go over there, and he was very, he's old Hollywood, so he's got his sunglasses on.
Yeah.
And he's inside the convention center with the sunglasses on, And
Did he have his little ascot?
Yeah, oh yeah. I got the picture somewhere. I'll have to post it. But he's like, I was like, hey, Mr. West, it's really nice to meet you. I love watching, Batman when I was a kid. And he goes, oh, it was all fake. And no. What he said was, I used to fight some crime in my day. That's what he said. And I was like, oh, you know what? I said, let me sit here and I'll sign your name and you can go run my calls for me. And that's when he goes, it was all fake, in that Adam West voice. Yeah. I used to fight some crime in my day, but he was so cool, man. And, and when he left us, that stuck too, man.
That was rough. But, it's sad, but at the same time, you have such good memories, of stuff like that, and that is what I think really makes it.
Yeah,
is those memories you have. This has been a while, but I've had a chance to meet Stan Lee a couple of times, mm-hmm. and that was the guy that created so many things that I enjoyed.
Yeah.
And then I'm sitting there talking to him, and he's just, super cool guy.
Yeah. Yeah. And just being able to see him before he was gone.
Well, and I, the first time I met him was before he had his strokes and his health issues. So he was, still the
very vibrant guy.
Yeah. And so, and then the next time that I saw him, he slowed down some, and he was still Stan Lee, but he wasn't Stan Lee, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but you got to see him before,
But, I guess that kind of goes back to that mental picture you have of somebody. And, I still remember him as the voice of Marvel.
Yes.
Yeah, rah, rah, rah. But, have had the opportunity to meet some people. There's a couple that, Peter Cullen's one. I really wish I hadn't gotten to meet. But, I thank him for.
Oh, yeah. Well, and like
the joy that he brought me.
Yeah, and we were Transformers fans. Toyman Terrence, huge Transformers.
Very
fan.
much so.
Huge Transformers fan. I want to shout out Diehard Derek. Said that Stan Lee was such a pleasure when y'all were cosplaying the X-Men.
Yeah,
he was cosplaying the X-Men with him.
Actually, it wasn't at that one, but he actually got a kick out because I don't know, Derek, you may have to correct me on this, but there was 15, something like that. 15, 20 that were dressed up.
Wow.
I mean, it was a huge X-Men group and literally shut the con down because they came in and it was just holy smokes.
Yeah.
And so, that was a good one. But I hate that I missed that one. I wasn't actually a part of that one. Okay.
Making an X-Men movie for 2028?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. I didn't know that.
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I guess I did know. I just didn't know the date.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'll be cool.
And I know the girls are already talking about it. They've become. I know Isabel especially is a big X-Men fan now.
Nice.
Kaylee actually sent me a picture. She was at school on lunch, and she said, "Hey, the internet is not working right now. Can you send me pictures of Rogue?" Because she was drawing.
Yeah, nice. Very
So-
cool. You know, yeah, you know, I had an old timers moment there and forgot what I was
Your
gonna say.
sometimers kicked
My
in?
sometimers kicked in. Oh, yes. The Wolverine game that's coming out. Have you seen this stuff? Man, that's brutal looking.
Yeah, it's so funny because the people that
Michelle J was talking about it.
the biggest gripe I got with from people was they were talking about how his clothes heal in the game. It's like, come on, guys.
That's part of
You
it.
know. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be really good. And then I know the game Warlock. We finally got some,
No, I saw that.
and that looks like it
Yes.
could be really good.
The new D&D game, yep.
Yes,
Yep.
and it's in the vein of Baldur's Gate 3,
Yeah.
but it's not exactly the same. They've tweaked some stuff, but the gameplay looks really good if it's legit. So, because you know how it always looks better when they demo
Oh,
it.
of course.
But you know, there's some exciting stuff coming out, and you know, I think I'd sent you the stuff on it. We were talking, we're looking at different conventions and stuff, things that are happening, and then this week happened, and it was like, we got to pivot.
Yeah. Derek says he remembers Stan Lee saying Excelsior when you guys when they walked up. So that's pretty cool,
Yeah.
man. That, you know what I mean? That's cool. That's really cool. You can't beat that. So,
Oh no, I mean, you just
but and we kind of wanted to just, you know, we had some other show ideas, but we just kind of thought we'd just talk a little bit about some of these stars.
well, I mean,
that
you
we
know,
lost recently. And
hitting close to home, especially with Dolly. You know that she was ours. You know,
expected it coming. It
she'd
was
been
coming.
sick.
Yeah, and I had actually heard on the news, I think it was the day she passed or the day before, that her camp had said something about potentially using some avatar, or like
like the hologram,
like
stuff.
hologram type things of her to do some presentations or something because her health wasn't well or something like that. And I was just wondering, I was like, and she had missed the opening of the newest ride at Dollywood. What was the name of that one?
I mean,
Yeah, but I mean, she's always at them.
but Night Flight Expedition.
Yeah, and she's always at them, but she wasn't at that one.
Well, and I think
So that was kind of an indication something might
Cody,
have
you
been
may
wrong.
have to check me on this one because I want to say that I believe that she was supposed to be at Children's Hospital the next day because you know, Dolly had actually, I guess,
bought the hospital, I believe.
yeah, became the major investor in it, something along those
Yeah.
lines, and so she was going to be there for a ribbon cutting ceremony, and you know, and then she passed.
Yeah, it's,
So-
it's very unfortunate. But we kind of wanted to talk about that stuff. I mean, you know, bear with us that it's a bit more of a somber. Let's see. Oh, but it is more of a somber episode. And
Yeah, but I think it's one of those ones that, you know, for us, it was so much of our childhood.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
So I kind of think we had to talk about it. But really appreciate everybody jumping in the chat. I mean,
well,
chat's over here just blowing up.
bunch of people here, and we really appreciate that. A couple other things before we go. When we sign out, we're not going to do the normal exit music. We're just going to have a moment of silence for these folks and throw up an image. But before then, and to keep it a little bit lighter, what do y'all think? Because our show we don't do cons really so much anymore unless it's a buddy of ours.
Yeah.
And because it really doesn't do us much good, to be quite honest with you, and we're a very honest show. But what do we think about me and Wes maybe making a couple really kick-ass costumes and raising some cane at a con?
I think we could do it.
I have an idea.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. And it's over here. It's not done. But I think one of these on the end of a stick and some power armor might be a good idea for me. A little bit of Space Marine action, maybe. I don't know. It's just a thought. Just a thought. Put that power hammer down there. Yeah, what do we think? I don't know. It could be a good one.
I don't know. War Boss Mad Sam may take exception to it. You know.
Well, it's not an orc. I can't pull that off.
Hey, what if you did an orc Space Marine?
That doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist yet.
It doesn't exist yet. All right. Anyway, no. Thank you all for watching the show, and those that listen to us on audio. We appreciate that. After the fact, we do. Pretty sure that the voting is closed for the City View magazine.
Yes.
If you haven't done it, go back in some of our prior posts and click on the link, see if it's still available. I'm sure that each and every one of you did your due diligence for the Nerdy Old Man podcast and went and voted. So we want to thank you ahead of time, no matter what the results are. It was really nice to be nominated again. I think fourth year consecutively that we've been nominated, and this year's nominees were a lot smaller groups. So I think they limited them, and we were among those. So that was really good. So we really do appreciate that. So, but keep us flooded with some ideas for shows and things like that, because we're definitely want to do some of the stuff that you like. Cody, this one hits close to home and close to the heart. Dolly was the best of us, and in the worlds of Cap, Earth just lost her greatest defender. I believe that did a lot of real positive stuff. So, but until next time, it's the Old Bald Man Chad, Redneck West, and thank you again, producer Brady.
Yeah.